And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Back to Wright. Here's McBride. Outside Achua. Pass to Wright. Now here's McBride. Allen defending. And the Suns pushing it up now. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Outside Robinson. Screen by Robinson. Here's Bridges. Outside McBride. From downtown. They get it back. Pass to Wright. Back to McBride. Hands it from the wing.
That maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Here's McBride. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Outside Achua. Pass to McBride. The three-pointer off the mark.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Count it. Iguodaro's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Achua can't hit. Phoenix leading by 18. Pass to Allen. Three-pointer. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. And New York has possession. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Achua with it. Still no points. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. New York again can't hit.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Pass to Allen. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by McBride. Knicks trail by 20. Robinson with it. Defended by Jones. Here's Achua. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high-percentage looks.
Buries it from 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside McBride. Back to Payne. Achua with a screen. 4-3. And Payne with the three. Payne's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
And here's Payne outside. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Outside Booker. Allen left side. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
It'll be a jump ball.
Payne with it. Now guarded by Booker. Outside Payne. Lets it go from the wing. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Payne's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Booker. 9 points in the game. Pass to Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
It's Shamet on the wing. The shot by Payne, no good. The Suns lead by 21. Allen on the wing. From outside the arc. Can't hit that one. So it's the Knicks now. Pass to Booker. Takes the three. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Knicks making a change here. Here's Payne. He's got 5. He takes it in. Towns left side. Achua with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Booker. And stolen by Bridges. And Anunoby for 3. That shot off. 3-pointer, Fox. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Suns ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Now here's Anunoby. No points so far. Uncovered. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
And Bridges has a nice all-around game, including knowing when to involve his teammates.
And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Greg.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And both free throws good for Fox. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
And Mitchell puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried.
Okay, Spider's showing his range way back there.
Fades back. Mitchell grabs a miss. Knicks trail by 21. Here's Bridges. The layup off target. And the Suns with possession. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Outside for Booker. Offline with a three. Now Achua. Left side Mitchell. Kicks it out Towns. Takes a three. Garuba with a rebound. Phoenix leading by 21. Iguodala. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Inside. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
New York calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Anunoby. Just 4 to shoot. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. New York no good that time either.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Fox, that's good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Now here's Mitchell. Towns for three. And the three-pointer goes.
Three-point field goal.
Towns has got his third basket of the night.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And Booker with the jam.
Okay, Book, we see the bounce.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. And the Suns with possession. Garuba, no good. Jacks up a three. And Mikal Bridges hits from deep. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
To the left wing. Pass to Garuba. And the three off target. From deep, Mitchell. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Phoenix leading by 23. Here's Fox, plenty of space. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Rise and fire. Man, I love watching Fox cash in off the catch.
Pass to Okoro. Towns outside. There's a screen. Outside for Mitchell. Oh, Fox with a steal. Booker for three. Towns with a rebound.
Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Second personal foul.
Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot, so you can't just lay off of him. It makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Stolen by Jones. Outside Durant. Over Mitchell. And he drains the quick shot. Durant's got 17 points. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Assisted by.
And he gets the bucket.
It's the strength of Mitchell, one of the strongest guards we might have ever seen.
And that gets him a triple-double. He's been so dynamic tonight, providing his team with everything it needs.
Now here's Bridges. From deep. And it's Mitchell, the miss. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Iguodaro. Outside Durant. Lets the three fly. Connects from downtown. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
The Knicks. 26.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Booker. Pass to Iguodaro. Left side Durant. Robinson with a steal. Achua with it. He's picked up by Jones.
Miles McBride.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Here's Booker. Driving in. And Booker with the jam.
Huge slam from Booker. He really gets up off these drives.
Pass to Achua. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, B.A. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Payne with it. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
An open look for Booker. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And it's Booker again missing.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
And here's Payne outside. New York again can't hit. Outside Booker. Pass to Iguodaro. Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's McBride. New York again can't hit.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
And that's only his first turnover of the game. And considering how far we are into the game, you can live with that.
Timeout called. The Suns. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Bridges. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason. Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Towns up top. New York again can't hit.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it. You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, BA. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard. This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Oh, Fox with a steal. And it's Fox with the jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Anunoby. No one near him. New York again can't hit. And here are the Suns. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Offensive rebound. Here's Iguodala. Stolen by Mitchell. Taken away.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
Here's Iguodala. Fox outside. The 3 is up. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And here's New York now. The 3 from Okoro. Iguodala grabs a miss. Pass to Fox. Shoots. Here's Iguodala. Durant for three. Knocks down the triple.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Towns outside. And an Obi for three. That one is off. And here are the Suns now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. The finish! And Mitchell with the slam.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are...
I'm our fantasy. You know, you ain't find nothing. Boys stop asking about it. You might catch a little bro ballin'. He Bryce Max me. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me. Watch me. Only good and cooking. Watch me tilde. Watch me drop the form.